Hi everyone, this is Praval Desai, CA student and a BCom first year student who has a passion for ITM. I also commit to healing out people from the bad phases of life. Today I am here on behalf of the Teen Pop magazine. The Teen Pop magazine, which is the first online magazine for high schoolers that gives young aspiring journalists the opportunity to share their voice, build their writing portfolio, and receive peer feedback and mentorship in the editorial industry. If you would like to write for them, check their website, theteenpop.com. Today I am in conversation with Anubhav Jain. Anubhav Jain is an industrialist who has started various business ventures over the past decade. He is a motivational writer with massive following of intellectual and over 76 million views to his writing. His writing includes the best-selling book he has penned down, have garnered him immense praise and respect. He motivates and guides people through his experiences of ups and downs in life and his creative short stories. He is a common man who can uncomplicate your life in the simplest possible way. How did you overcome your problems which you faced while setting up your business?
Starting a business is not an easy process. There is not one problem, but many problems. And I have started around 6 to 7 businesses. So I have faced many problems. One of the biggest problems has been finance. So, especially to start an industry, you need a lot of funds, which most of us middle class people don't have.
Yeah,
So the way I resolved is first of all, I looked for any investment opportunity available. I contacted many people, many investors, and created partners as well. And two big things are that I talked to the suppliers. The major cost in industry is of raw material. Okay.
yeah,
So if you get raw materials for late payment, for delayed payment, so it's a very big support for finances for any entrepreneur.
yeah,
But you need to convince the suppliers, because if you don't have any goodwill, they would not give you any goods on credit. Okay.
yeah,
So convincing them is a task. You need to meet them. First of all, most people wouldn't meet you because you are new.
yes,
So you need to arrange several meetings. You need to convince people, talk to them, tell them that you are credible, you are a credible person. So this is a way I met many people and convinced them, talked to them, and this is how I got supplies on credit. Okay. The
yeah,
second issue is machinery. Machinery is very expensive. Brand new machinery is very expensive. Okay.
yes,
So I plan to purchase second hand machinery.
okay,
Suppose if a brand new machine costs 10 lakhs,
yes,
so second hand machinery is available for 30% of the cost,
okay,
which most entrepreneurs fail to identify.
yeah,
So they go for the new machinery and the second-hand machinery, which costs around 30% and requires a maintenance cost of 10% or repairs cost of 10% extra. So it saves you 60% of the cost. So I went for second-hand machinery. It takes some efforts. You have to search machinery. You have to get them repaired, but it saves a lot of cost. This way, I handled the biggest issue of my business, which is finance.
all right. So, are there any other aspects or the parameters which you need to focus on while setting up? Because we have a lot of youth also interested in entrepreneurship.
Yeah. So there are many issues. First of all, you have to pick a right product, right service, or right business,
Yeah.
which must be profitable. Okay?
Yeah.
So there is so much in the market, and you can't just sit behind a laptop and start a business. First of all, you need to visit the markets. You need to meet as many people as possible. Use YouTube to search, use internet to search. You have to explore a lot. And then you have to narrow down several products or services. And then finally, after months of effort, you pick a product or a service. So it's not like that I thought to start a business and the next day I find a product. First of all, you need to evaluate many products. For business, for survival, profit is essential. And any business must be profitable. So you have to do deep research about business and then start a business and then make efforts. And the Most important thing is that people think that I need a lot of resources to start a business, which is wrong. You need minimal resources to start any business. You have to start from the least and then grow. The least you start from, more you make efforts and more you learn experience. Okay?
Yeah.
So these are some aspects for starting a business.
What kept you up while you were taken aback by life?
Actually, I faced many failures in life. So the thing which kept me going was my passion towards business or towards anything which I did. First of all, it's my policy. I do anything only out of passion, not out of compulsion. If I like something, I genuinely want something, I give a wholehearted try. I expect a failure, but I try my best. So if I fail, it's nothing new. It's something expected. I don't give up. I just keep trying till there is a last window of hope. That keeps me going. That spirit, that thought keeps me going.
What are some mistakes which today's teen do which you would like to address?
First of all, the youth of today, the teens, they, not of today, but most of the teens of our age also, they run behind money or success.
Yeah.
They don't have a passion. They want money or fame. So that's a very wrong goal to pick. Money, you can't chase money. Money has a very good speed. You can't chase it. You can chase your passion. You can do hard work towards your goals, be focused, and money will follow. But money is not a goal in itself. Neither is success or fame. So they are picking the wrong goal of money or fame. You pick a passion, you pick a career option. You want to be a pilot, be a pilot. You want to be a businessman, be a businessman. Pick such goals. Don't pick money as a goal. Otherwise, you ought to fail. And if you pick something as a goal, a career option as a goal, you will try wholeheartedly without looking here and there, without comparing your lives with other people. And then you will succeed.
How to hold on to something you want in life?
How to hold on to something.
Yeah.
If first of all, when you make a decision, it must be a very, very strong decision. You need to evaluate all the aspects. Why are you making that decision? What do you exactly want? And also analyze the failures. What will happen if you fail? And then you come on to a very strong decision. If you take a strong decision, you respect your failures, you respect miseries, you stand by it. Second thing is passion, which I earlier also said. You must be very passionate about anything you do. Passion keeps you going in all the miseries. So these things are very, very important. A decision must be strong and out of passion.
What's a piece of advice which people usually tend to ignore, which leads to their life taking them down?
If I don't talk about any particular advice, advice in general must be followed. If not followed, you must listen to what other person is trying to say.
Yeah.
Some people have such a big ego that they don't even listen to other people, even if they are experienced. So that is very wrong. First of all, you must hear and listen to anyone who is giving you an advice and introspect your decision. If I'm wrong or if I'm right. Talking about such advices, I'll say in today's world, most of our time is spent on social media. We live two lives. One is actual life and one is social media life. Okay, you would agree with that?
Yes.
So the problem is that people get carried away with the social media life, the filtered life, which is a fake life.
Yes.
You apply filters, you show smiles, and people get fascinated. People feel jealous. So what I want to say is that there must be a balance. Social media is only entertainment and for social enjoyment, for recreational purposes. Don't make it your life. Whole day you are browsing Facebook, Instagram, looking at people. Then you ought to feel weak about yourself. You'll feel that your life is bad and other people's life is good. So there must be a proper balance between social media life and real life, because the people who spend a whole day in social media tend to lose in the real life. They can't work on their goals. They'll always compare their lives with other people's lives.
Yes.
Their focus will only be on laptops and the keyboard warriors and all these useless stuffs. So you must have a focus on the real life as well. This is a very important thing which youth must keep in mind.
In today's world, People tend to run behind money when they don't pay attention to their family. What would you like to say on this?
Today the life is so fast. Everyone wants money, accessories, and cars and bungalows, and every people are running behind all the materialistic things. And when you run so much behind something, you ignore something important, which is health and family. So even if you are successful, you achieve all these things. Most people realize it very late that they have left the most important thing in life, which is family. The precious moments you can spend with family, the love, the life which you can spend with your family. People realize this on deathbed when it's too late. Materialism has no real value. You buy things, you use them, you throw them away. Some of them are not even needed. Nothing will go with you to your deathbed except your memories, good memories with loved ones. When a loved one dies, we regret that we couldn't spend time with them and we were busy behind running money. So that's important to keep in mind. Key family is very important and money is also important, but primary importance should be given to our family, love, relationships, and after that, run behind success, money, or your goals. No issues.
Sometimes people mistake anxiety for depression. Why do you think this happens and how can you avoid this?
Of depression or anxiety, and people when they are sad, they upload the status that I have depression to subconsciously gain sympathy from others.
Yeah,
So
for
that's wrong.
attention.
Depression and anxiety are genuine problems. They have to be dealt professionally or in a broad manner. And general sadness is nothing, it's a momentary thing. 2 3 days, a week, it fades away.
Yeah.
Anxiety and depression are very prolonged and very bad issues. You lose interest in life. In depression, you basically lose interest in life. Everything appears shady and bad. Nothing good fascinates you. In anxiety, you lose your calm from triggers. For example, you have an interview. You lose your calm. You will feel so anxious you wouldn't be able to concentrate. You wouldn't be able to chat with people. You would want to hide from the situation. So anxiety and depression are medical issues, and general sadness is faced by everyone. That's the difference between these things.
Thank you so much for joining us, Anubhav sir. It was a pleasure talking to you. If you would like to know more about Anubhav Jain and his career, stay tuned with the Teen Pop magazine.